Hi there! I've been watching MRE reviews on different channels for a couple of months now, and thought that I might try and do some of my own. So what better way to start than with a genuine US MRE. So today we'll have menu 11, vegetable lasagna from the Sopaco company, with the date code of 2275, which means the 275th day of 2012. So, well, let's dig in and see what we got. Let's see if this peelable seal is easy to open or not. And it is. So we got crackers, chunky peanut butter, a spoon, accessory pack with some hot sauce and beverage-based powder lemonade. We got some Twizzlers, which is gonna be fun because I never had Twizzlers before. We have a French vanilla cappuccino, the FRH, or the flameless ration heater. We have a toffee crunch cookie. We also have the main entree, the vegetable lasagna, and a side of pears. Excuse me for having this small table. I haven't found a good place to tape this yet, but bear with me. So let's get this started. We begin with heating our main entree, the vegetable lasagna. And for that we need to open this FRH, and there is a tear notch here. And then we need to open the box. Come on. It's a bit. Yeah, so let's get the entree heated. Just put the food pouch into the FRH and fill up with water. I noticed that if you have one of these bottles from a company which shan't be named, you only need to put in to about this amount of water from the bottle into the FRH, and that's pretty much it. You can use a bit more. I usually use a bit more, just make sure, but try not to overfill too much. Let's see here. There we go. Let's see if we can get that to start warming up. I think I overfilled way too much, and hopefully that won't be a problem. And the FRH, if you can hear it, already started to heat up. Starting to get warm, so we're gonna put it back into the box. Like so, and put it on an incline. And I don't have a rock yet, so I will just put it up in the windowsill. While that's getting heated, we're gonna look on what other stuff we got in the MRE. I don't have a nice display case, or display tray actually, so I have this, which is my mess kit which I will be using instead. And here's some crackers. Not very special crackers, it's just the plain ones. Let's see if we can get that vacuum hiss. There we go. And now we're gonna see if we can get them out in one piece, which is not as easy as one might think. There we go. Two regular crackers. Some Twizzlers. We can actually put them in this foldable coffee cup. Whoops. Twizzlers everywhere. And we have this toffee crunch cookie. Which is in pieces. We also have this chunky peanut butter, which needs to be kneaded some before you open it, just to get the oils back into the peanut butter. One thing with these like pouches for peanut butter and cheese, I noticed that they can be a bit tricky sometimes to open in a way where you get the content out in a good way or in an easy way. So usually when I'm out eating these in nature, I open them with my knife, which I now have put somewhere I can't find. I had it here in a minute. Well, so let's see if we can tear it open and get it to work anyways. Well, I said screw that and got my knife instead. There we go. Nice chunky peanut butter. Actually quite not as dry as some of the other peanut butter bin which I had. We had this dessert or side of pears. I'm not sure if this would needs to be heated or not. So I'm just gonna heat it up a little. We don't need to open the FRH a lot to do that, because my brother actually came up with a trick. I sent some MREs with my family when they went hiking in the Swedish mountains this summer, and my brother got a main course and an entree, which both needed to be heated. And I told him, well, you need to put them both in the FRH. He said, screw that, I'm gonna put one pouch in the FRH, make sure the FRH starts, and then put the other pouch outside the FRH but in the box. So I'm gonna try that to heat up my pears a bit. The drink was beverage-based lemonade, which was inside the accessory pack. Usually I don't open the accessory packs because I don't need a lot of stuff in it. So I have like a bunch of accessory packs just lying around. But I actually prefer when the drink comes in this little tube. Sometimes the drink comes in bigger pouches and bags, and it's kind of annoying because they take a lot of space and are not as easy to pour the powder into a bottle. So we have this bottle which we took some water from to start the FRH, and now this is our drink. So it's a tear notch on this as well. And now it's just easy to pour it into the bottle. Screw the cap on and give it a nice shake. So while we're doing the drinks, we might as well do the French vanilla cappuccino. So let's open that one up. And it's easy enough to just fill with water. You just need to fill up to the line, and there is no line inside of this, but you can just fill it up to this grip part and you will be fine. So let's get our canteen with water and fill it up. A little more. There we go. Let's fold it over a couple of times and give it a shake. Now we're probably gonna shake that a little more before we're gonna pour it up. See how it looks. Nice cream color to it. Let's see if the entree is done. So in the meantime, the entree is still heating up. Let's try some stuff out. Let's try some of this cracker without anything on. And well, it's just a simple plain cracker. Doesn't do much for you than fill the stomach up. Let's try some with the peanut butter on. Which it's much better with peanut butter. The problem is, even though the peanut butter is oily, it's kind of dry. So let's get some drink. Yeah, that's quite nice. A nice lemonade drink for lunch. It's even better when your water is really, really cool. Let's get some of this cookie. Quite nice actually. Even though it's from 2012, it's still moist. Let's try some of these Twizzlers. I never had Twizzlers, so this is a first for me actually. It doesn't taste as much cherry as I first thought, because it's the smell of cherry was really strong when I opened the bag. But these are actually quite nice. Let's see. Yeah, the entree is getting there. As I was saying, I was planning on heating up my pears a bit, so let's do that. Just open the box and take them out. As I was saying, you don't need to fold open the FRH again to heat it. Just remember which side the heating element was from the on the box, and it was on this side. And then just slide the side or extra pouch of food right into the box. So now you have the entree in the FRH already heating up, and this extra pouch is on the outside heating up now. This actually works. I've been doing it a couple of times, and my brother made his work as well. So let's put that to the side a little bit and heat some more. And in the meanwhile, we'll try the vanilla cappuccino. Which tastes pretty good actually. There is no coffee in the accessory pack, so there is no coffee to be made. So that's probably why they sent the vanilla cappuccino with this. Which also makes me think this might be a dinner pack, so you don't drink coffee and be up all night. So now my entree and my dessert has... Yeah, the pears are like warm, not super hot though. But the entree on the other hand, ouch, is really hot. So let's get it out. And spread the heat around a bit, burning your fingers in the process. Let's dry it off a bit. Let's get the spoon. And just tear it open. Here we go. Needs to be a bit more dry, I think. Let's go. There we go. Looks and smells quite nice actually. Just gonna put it in here. And we're gonna put the pears in the other one. The good thing with my mess kit is that it comes with some utensils. I just realized I only get the one spoon in my MRE, and I don't know how good these pears go with lasagna. So let's just tear it open as well. And actually it comes out quite good on its own. Some of it left in here. And there we go. So, let's try it out. Put a spoon of everything on there. It's actually quite nice. It reminds me a bit of the ravioli I had once from the MREs. Has a similar taste to it. Kind of makes me sorry I didn't get the cheese spread with this one, because then you could heat up the cheese and put the cheese in here. Could use some more spice. In the accessory pack we got hot sauce and salt. No pepper though, but let's put some more salt on it and see what happens. See if that helps. Yeah, it's quite good actually. I'm not a big fan of strong food or hot food, so I will probably not use the hot sauce. So let's see how these pears taste like. Looks like this. Actually quite nice. I'm not a big fan of pears or fruit when it's like this, but it's not bad. Could be heated a bit more though, so it actually could have been in the next to the heat FRH a bit longer. So it's probably just as good cold as it's this lukewarm. Well, this has been my first MRE review. I hope you liked it, and hopefully I will be better at it as the time goes. This has been Magnus, and have a good day.